Good morning, everybody. How are we doing this morning? Well, Mr. Fred, you see what I see out there?
Yeah, that fog isn't. It's not going away very well. Very
No,
quickly.
I know we've been sitting here watching this all morning, but I think we're going to have to tough it out and just get to work today for what we have planned. I don't think it's going to let up too easy, but it's supposed to be sunny here in a little bit, which should burn it off and get rid of that fog.
I hope so. I mean,
But
it's definitely better than it was earlier, about an hour or so ago. But I mean, it's still there.
yeah, it is. Well, we're just laying down grass, and if the sun comes out, it could dry it out pretty good for us, and we might not have too much issue.
Nope, I agree with you on that.
Well, I guess then let's get to it. Let's get over there and see if we can get some grass cut, shall we?
Sounds good.
Alrighty. Oh, you went out the back door, Fred.
Yeah, I had the door open. I didn't want to, open, close, open, close.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. Well, everybody, to fill you in, Fred and I have accepted a contract. So, you just want to follow me over there, Fred?
Sure.
All right. Well, I'll
And
let you grab your tractor.
yeah, I'll get it started and I'll shut the door for you once you
Oh,
get
okay.
back out.
That works. That works. All right, everybody. Well, I've rearranged inside my shed and I've done a few things here and there. We got the swather attachment hooked up to the bi-directional. Be the first time using it. Let's see here. We'll wait for Fred. All right, everybody. Well, the dealership has got a hold of us because we have done so much work or so much buying from them. They have decided that they are going to give us the opportunity to work some of the ground that they own and clean up the grass around the dealership. And they're not charging us anything. We're just kind of doing it pro bono. We get to keep the grass as our payment. And considering both Fred and I would like to get cattle, we've kind of decided, that's really not such a bad deal. I think we'll do that. So that's what we're doing this morning is we're heading over to the dealership to get basically started on this adventure of cutting hay. But as you can see, it is terribly foggy out, and yeah, it messes with the moisture. We should be able to go ahead and cut it. We're just going to have to let it sit a little bit longer for drying. Oh, look at that. Came out of the cloud bank there. But we do have quite a bit of ground that we are able to cut. And, well, we'll just kind of see what we come across as we do it. I'm hopeful that it'll be enough. Well, and in case you didn't know, I haven't been over here. This is our local farmers market, and they own the majority of the property around here. But then in behind them is our AGCO dealer, and looks like they don't have their door open just yet, but I'm sure they'll be open here soon. But they have your standard stuff. We got our local co-op over here, and then we've got a little market. So kind of serving this small community that we live in. But basically, everything from here north is ours to cut. Let's see. Fred does not have a CB. Hang on. I keep forgetting Fred doesn't have a CB. Well, Mr. Fred, if you want to follow me around the field, I'll cut the windrow for your tractor.
All right.
And then after that, it'll be opened up enough we shouldn't have to worry about it.
All right. Sounds good.
I don't know how big of a field this is. I just know it goes almost a half a mile, almost a mile north. So,
right.
we'll see. I guess we'll just have to go back there and find out.
All right.
Alrighty.
Let's find out.
Alright. Okay, well, I guess we'll just start right over here. Boy, look at this thing go. It's just a tearing through here real nice. I can't believe how fast it's going. What do we got through here? Gotta watch our terrain. I don't know the terrain very well up through here. And with this fog, ooh, there's a ridge. Better follow that ridge. Yeah, better be careful. Boy, that's kind of pretty little low and ridge down through here. I don't know where Fred disappeared to, though. Of course, this thing probably, imagine it probably cuts a little bit faster than his old one does. I think we're going to cut it straight across here. I better not go too far up through here, because I don't know what's up there. Oh, there's an old building up there, I see. But this has got to be a massive field already. Just guessing by looking. And, you know, we don't have to cut it all in one day. We have multiple days that we could cut this. Oh, there's another ridge. Well, I guess we follow the ridge. That's a big ridge up here. Man. Yeah, we'll go around it. Man, this darn fog can hardly see anything, I'll tell you. Well, I'm going to keep on a cutting, everybody. And we'll see you here in just a little bit. everybody. Welcome back. Well, Fred and I are basically finishing this up, and what a foggy, foggy mess this was. This was terrible. Cannot believe how bad it was. I think Fred can figure out to leave that back there. I'm going to get a few missed places. But man, look at the hay we have. We have got grass laid down forever. Now, if you're wondering why in the world I am all of a sudden in this international, well, the New Holland apparently picked up a rock or something, slipped the drive belt. It still functions and it's fixable, but not very easily. Oh, they closed the gate again. Yeah, they opened the gate up for me, but then looks like it went closed. So I'm going to park this right here for right now. And we're going to hop out, and I think I'll go in and talk to him. I need to tell Fred what happened here. But I'm thinking about buying this. Man, that's a nice swather. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love my tractor that goes with it, but yeah, let's talk to Fred before we go in there. Hey, Mr. Fred.
How's it going?
Well, thankfully the dealership had this they could loan out to me, but otherwise it's going pretty darn good. What do you think of this swather?
Well, I couldn't keep up with you before, and then you got in this, and I really couldn't keep up with you.
Oh, I'm going to tell you, bud, I'm thinking about buying it. But if I do that, I'm going to trade that. I'm going to trade my New Holland in. It slipped a drive belt and had a couple issues. I mean, they probably got it fixed by now for the time that we've spent. But yeah, I'm thinking about trading it.
Uh, can I run something by you?
Sure, go ahead.
Well, if you trade that in, what are you gonna do for a work tractor? Because I mean, you're using that for your drill and such.
Well, yeah, I was using it for the drill, and you know, I don't. Be honest with you, I really don't know what I'm going to do. I figured I'd find something down the road.
Well, that's the other thing I want to run by you. If you're just gonna trade it in, do you think you'd be able to buy this outright or be able to get this without a trade-in? If I were to run a trade offer by you,
Oh, wait, what?
I've
Trade offer.
yeah, I've got those two. I wouldn't say huge tractors, but I got those two bigger tractors.
Well, yeah, you
Nope.
got that Dutes you bought, and then I think you got a Agco, don't you?
Yeah, I got the Agco Alice.
Yeah.
You want? Would you be interested in a trade the Agco Alice for that bidirectional with the swather head?
Well, that I don't see that being a problem. That Agco would have enough power to pull everything that I need to do. I take it you want you want the swather side of that New Holland, or just the New Holland in general?
Uh, I'd like both. And
Okay.
if I ever come across the loader attachment for it, I can get the loader for it too. That way, it'd be quote unquote a big multi-tool. But
Yeah. Yeah, that it would be. Well, I'll tell you what. Um, I have money. I could buy this international. It's not that expensive. Um, I'll just pay for the repair and buy this, and yeah, I think that's fair. We could do that trade. Yeah.
alrighty.
All right. Well, that's a deal worth shaking on here. All right. Well, I'm going to go talk to the dealership, find out why they closed their gates again. I don't know what. Maybe it's because of the fog or something. Trying to get people to slow down to come in the place. But
That could have.
I'm going to go talk to them real quick.
I was gonna say, do you want me to run back to my place and get my rake by chance? Just
Yes.
that way I've
Yes.
got it prepped and ready.
Yes, I think that would be a good idea. Why don't you go ahead and do that? And I
All right.
will, let's see. I'll meet you back at the farm.
Okay.
And then we can wait for this fog to clear out because we can't do any raking or nothing until the sun gets to shining good.
Yeah, just that added a little bit of moisture. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So I'll just meet you back at the farm here in just a little bit after I find out what's going on in there.
Okay.
Alrighty. We'll see you in a few.
Yes, sir.
Well, everybody, that's an interesting proposal that I think I'll take Fred up on. In the meantime, while he's doing that, I'm going to run in here and talk to him, and we'll talk to you guys in a few. Hey, everybody. Well, we are loaded up. We took time and exchanged tractors and got everything organized and situated and made it back over to the house. I have got my tedder on, and Fred has got his windrower that windrows it together, Ted's it at the same time. So we're going to try to get all of that hay that we did earlier flipped over, and it looks like there is rain in the forecast tomorrow. So we are going to try to, I guess, get this all done in one day and hope that it works. We might be picking up bales late at night, but I mean, if it's what we have to do, it's what we have to do. Fred and I were talking about him getting a handheld for his tractor so that we can communicate with each other. I've got CBs available. I just don't have them installed yet. So we'll work on that a little bit later on. But anyway, yeah, it looks like he's running behind me there. I've never used one of these before like this. So this ought to be interesting and a bit of a challenge. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, first time I get to use the little old Massey here. Seems to be a pretty good running little tractor. We'll see how it does when it comes to like picking up hay and stuff like that. Okay, it's going to shoot it off that way, so I got to go backwards of what we originally did. So I'm going to grab in right here, and yep, it's turning it over. So I guess I'll just go ahead and turn it over and see what I get. Oh boy, this thing runs fast. Holy moly. This thing can really turn it over fast. I was not expecting that. It is just powering through. Well, I guess that's a good thing. It's flipping it over, and then Fred back there, he's got his, and I assume it's working. I don't see him. Ooh, I missed some. That got a little rough right there. Oh boy. This thing got a little short tongue on it. Got to watch it when I back up, man. There we go. be a little bit more precise here. Well, anyway, I guess we'll get to it and see what we come up with. This is a little different for me, but it is working, so that's a good deal. We'll see you here in a few. Hey everybody, welcome back. Well, I made a boo-boo over here, so now I gotta fix it. Let's see, turn that off and lift it up. Yeah, we'll circle around. I'm gonna have to pick that bale up and move it so that I can get what's left of that there. Fred has taken home sick. I don't know what happened, but he was windrowing and he finished and he said, dude, I got to go. It is bad. Something is wrong. I said, okay, well, no problem. So he went to the house and I told him that was perfectly fine. So I don't know if he's going to be all right or what. Yeah, I think that got it all. There we go. But we have finished everything here. All of it is done in. And I'm just going to take this hay bale with me. I'm going to have to do my own thing and come and get these bales. Like I said, there is rain in the forecast. And yeah, Fred and I were going to get this all done together, but apparently since he ain't feeling well, it's just going to be me. But I can get them all done way before any rain could potentially come in. Now, I do have to say, I'm pretty impressed with the little Massey here. It did a good job of, well, getting done what needed to be got done. And apparently it's got enough weight to pick up a bale. We'll see what happens when I take the baler off. I did buy a baler, by the way. I decided that was something that I'd better buy. Fred and I talked about just using his baler, but my tractor isn't strong enough to run his baler. His baler's a little bit more advanced. It does pack things tighter than this one does, but there was just no way that I could, yeah, to go that route. So I just decided it'd be best for me to have my own, just in case, because, you know, Fred and I aren't always going to be right there and available to work on anything together, so yeah. It just is what it is. Oh my. What a day, everybody. What a day. Keep expecting another bale to pop out or something, you know? I need to work on the organization here at my farm. I am honestly not 100% happy with the organization. Now, I did learn something interesting. The little Massey will fit in my small shed over there. So it might get a home there to make room in this shed for things like, the baler or something else to go in there. I don't know yet. But I'm going to work on that organization and see if I can get it the way I want it. Come on. Now you came right out of here. And there's our our new Echo. Let's get out and look here so we don't. Whoops. Get out and see. For right now, since we got a bale on, that's good enough. I can work on that later. Car coming. And a school bus. I think we can get across before that school bus gets here. We're just going to take this bale and set it down here in the in this shed. Now I've had to move stuff around over here. This is supposed to be my hay shed. And I haven't figured out just yet how I'm going to organize this shed yet. So we'll see how that all works out. I might have to do some moving around, and what I really need is another shed. But I'll be honest with you, I can't afford another shed right now. Some of this stuff's just going to have to sit outside like this in the rain. And yeah, there's not a whole bunch I can do about it. There we go. Well, hopefully this thing isn't too heavy for this tractor. I don't think it is, but I guess we'll find out. Yep, nobody was coming. But anyway, I'm going to get up there, get some bales collected, and I'll see you here in a little bit. All right, everybody. Well, we've got them all picked up, and looking good, really. I got a full trailer plus one, and we're going to run these home. We had more than this, but the dealership came and got a few of them. I guess he needed a few bales, so that's okay. You know, if he needed a few, he let us have all this for free, so us giving him a couple isn't going to hurt us. But I can tell you this trailer is heavy, and this poor tractor is, well, almost not having it. We are close to being way overloaded for this tractor, but it's doable. We can make it happen and make it work, so I'm not going to get too excited by it. Might be putting a little bit of stress here on the old Massey, but not anything she can't handle, I don't think. Not anything she can't handle. Boy, it sure is. This thing sure has been a real good little tractor, I tell you. Surprisingly good. Everything I know of Massey's is, well, not the most favorable. Mailman just went by. Wonder if I got my mail already. Yeah, there's some things here that I'm going to have to look into. I do need more storage space. I'd like to be able to tear that old shed down, but they concreted that in. So I don't know if I'll be able to do that or not. Like I said, that little shed over there, I can get into it. I'm just not sure what I'm going to do with these bales just yet. That worked out pretty good right there. Ooh, I got way too close. Wasn't paying attention here. At least I had room. And you know, I think there's enough room that I could fold this up and put it next to it. That ought to work. For the time being, I mean, it's just, the main thing is just to make sure it's out of the way. Yeah, I'm not going to run over my bin or hit any of these bales. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I actually pushed that one back into place. Ah, well, keep them from rolling, I guess. That's good enough. There we go. And I got this one bale that, well, I didn't think that through very well. You know what? We can store it over here, and when we get our first cattle, or cows, or whatever you want to say, it could just stay right here. So we'll just put it right here. Woo. We'll just put it right here. Line it up right here on the wall. Good place for it. There we go. Plenty of room. Well, I wasn't expecting to have all this done in one day. I did have some other things that I wanted to do today that, well, I guess, they must not have been too important. Yeah, let's try putting this over here. Let's see if this will fit in this little cubby. I mean, I know it'll fit partially, but we're going to have to get out and check. Let's have a look. I think I can make it a little further in. Right there. Ooh, that's awful close. But we're covered, so that's good enough for now. It is awful close, but it's not hitting, it's not touching. And yeah, this can just kind of sit in here for now, since that's kind of become an open space where all we had in there was the old mower. And this doesn't fit over there at all. It kind of has a new spot there, but I might be able to put some stuff in behind it and keep it all organized. Yeah, just trying to keep all this tucked in here. Oh, I brought the Alice up over here. Did get it running. It does run. It's a little on the rough side, but I don't see Fred's tractor. Did he bring his truck back? No? Uh-oh. Well, I know Fred said he didn't feel well. Unless he drove up to his farm, got his truck, and maybe he went to the doctor. That could be it. He might have went to the doctor. He'll probably be back here after a bit. But, hey, everybody. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you have a great day. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.